Do not take a shot every time I say I'm extremely particular. Maybe I need to have it on a t-shirt. I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. I expected a little bit more. What can I say? Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to another Best of Beauty from Trash to Treasure. This is a recurring series on my channel every month where I go over all the products that I tried, well, basically in the previous month, and give you my opinion. It is also in a tier style system because I like to be a little bit extra. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I am from the Netherlands, hence the accent. I'm also slightly orcish, relatively vintage, and I love all things spooky, makeup and creative. Yes, let me explain some things. Though the slightly orcish means that I, well, basically am kind of like my shirt. Green. I am a light to light medium, warm-ish olive. The relatively vintage means I am 46. Yes, another Best of Beauty. Let me kind of explain what the tiers, or at least tell you the tiers are, and I will explain them a little bit more when we get to the tier. So I have 5 tiers. The first tier is, oh hell no. Then we get the tier meh. Then we get
the Twilight Zone.
Then AMAZEBALLS. And then you have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands. Those are the tiers. My playlist will be on the end screen and I also think listed down below in the description box. There are no eyeshadow palettes in today's video, just, well, the rest. Eyeshadow palettes will be a separate video, otherwise it will be 5 hours long. Trust me, I know how I can ramble. Let's just start with the very first tier that I'm going to talk about, which is the all hell no. In this tier are products that did not work for me at all. They can either be extremely terrible that no one should use these, but usually, let's face it, makeup is personal preference oftentimes, and today in this case it's a product that I know a lot of people will love, but for me it is an oh hell no. It was a product that's sent to me in PR by one of my favorite brands, Unearthly Cosmetics, and it is their Glimmer Grasp. Yes. So this is an eyeshadow by, or basically a shimmer primer. I tried this once and I immediately knew this ain't it. For me that is. If you love though the NYX Glitter Primer, you will love this. I do not like the NYX Glitter Primer at all anymore. I used to love it a lot, but as I aged, it creases. It makes all the eyeshadows crease on me. I have tried NYX Glitter Primer for years without any issues, and then all of a sudden it started creasing my eyeshadows. And when I saw that she was coming out with a glimmer base, I was like, ooh, I am so interested. She used to have a gel base, which I really enjoyed. This for me is the exact same as the NYX Glitter Primer, which means it creases like a mother effer. And I actually compared it to my favorite eye base, which is a gel primer. And you could see very much after, I think 10 minutes, that the side that I used this one on creased like crazy and the other side did not. So for me, this is an oh hell no. However, if you love the NYX Glitter Primer, then you will love this as well. Yes. Okay. The next product that I have in the oh hell no category, it's PR. I've tried it a few times over and it is just, I don't know why, but it just doesn't want to work for me. And it is from Colourpop. It is their Pretty Fresh concealer and I have the color 50W. The color is okay. For concealer, I actually don't mind it if it is a little bit warmer because it kind of combats a little bit of the darkness of my circles. I think that the formula is nice as well. It's just that every time I put it on, it makes my under eyes look crepey. And I tried it with different powders. So the best it looks is when I don't set it, but then it creases a lot. And it is, I think it's just the fact that I am older, I have creases and folds. If you do not have those, I think you will enjoy this. But for me, I can use it. But, and especially here it looks okay when I set it. And then especially here, it kind of reacts with the powder. And I tried all the powders that I have. It reacts with the powders and it just makes it look weird. And that's not usually the look I'm going for. I'm weird enough for all of me. So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work for me. It's nice and hydrating though, but for me, it is unfortunately a no. No. Me no likey likey. Me no likey likey. We are going to go to the next category, which is meh. And in meh are products that are meh. They it could be that it's just that they work but they're not exciting. It could be for me that the color is off. But in this case it's I think formulation. I think that's kind of it. So let's just talk to you about these. These are actually two mascaras that I have here. Now let me also explain, I'm extremely particular in a lot of things, especially makeup. So because I am very particular in my mascaras, and I have actually a mascara that I love, which is the Bye Bye Panda Eyes from Essence. They don't have that one right now. So I'm kind of trying out different mascaras. So I have found an alternative that I really do love. However, that one, it's a waterproof mascara, and I actually prefer a tube mascara because it works better with my falsies. Now, Catrice also has a tube mascara. But unfortunately, the only thing, their Essence one is just way better. So this one, it's just not it. Is it a tube mascara? Yes. It makes my lashes black? Yes, but that is it. Now granted, on the days that I'm wearing falsies, the only thing that my mascara kind of needs to do is make them black. However, I'm also finding that often I just want to have mascara. Now the other mascara that I have from Catrice, which is the lash lifting one, it's a very, very good mascara. The thing is though, it is waterproof and not as easy to remove as a tube mascara. If it had been this together, like the Essence one does for me, it would have been way higher. But yeah, for me, this just does not do anything for me at all, except, yeah, as I said, make the lashes black. Here's the wand. I kind of like the wand style, but it's just, I don't know, it's the formula. Give me back my Essence one, please. What I do like is that it really closes. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a mascara, which is not exciting at all. It doesn't really do a lot except make my lashes black, and that is why it is in meh. However, if you're looking for a cheap tube mascara that just needs to color your lashes, then this can definitely be for you. The next mascara, it's a little bit with pain in my heart that I have it here because I really love everything about it. I love the color, I love the component, I love the theme. The thing is though, I don't really like the wand that much, the shape of the wand, and it's a formulation thing. And it is from Colourpop. It's their Hocus Pocus mascara. Now the component is awesome sauce. Will I ever get rid of it? Probably not. Just because of how the component is. I also really enjoy the color. It's just that this component, which is an hourglass component, I don't really go for a lot. There's just... It's basically too thick on the tip and too thin on the ending. It's too big there. That's what she said. And also the formula, I don't know, it feels like it is a little bit of a drier formula, which I don't mind that much, but it's also a little bit too thick at the same time. Why did you buy it then? Well, I bought the entire collection. So at the end of the day, do I use this often? No. Will I use it often? Probably not. But I do like it. But at the end of the day, it's a colored mascara that... Yeah, that's kind of it. It's a colored mascara. It's cute, but it's not the best mascara. That if this had been in the formula of the Bye Bye Panda Eyes, I'm sorry, then it would have been awesome sauce. But it is not. And as I said, I'm extremely particular. It's not a bad mascara. It's just meh for me. What else? Did I have anything else in meh? No, I think that's kind of it, right? So let's then next go to the next category, which is
the Twilight Zone.
And in the Twilight Zone, I have to do it like that because I have to. Here are products that are okay. They're good products. They are okay. Does that make sense? You won't waste your money on them, but don't go running around to the store to buy them, in my opinion at least. Yes, let's start with the first thing that let's just start with what I have here in front of me, which is from the Beetlejuice collection from Makeup Revolution. So here they are, and it is a set, and maybe that's also the reason that they are here, because it is in a set. You will have to really want these colors. I like the pencils. I think the pencils are nice. I think that the colors are cute. It's just that the longevity for me is not as long as I would like it to be. So it does stay, but I have pencils in my collection that I need to scrub away, kind of. And these just, they stay for maybe a few hours and then they're gone. But I do really like, I love the aesthetic of this. The pencils are nice and creamy, so they feel nice going into the waterline. And yeah, they do fade away. That's why they are here and not in the next category. And those are from Colourpop, also from the Hocus Pocus collection. And these are the lip glosses. Are these bad lip glosses? No. However, do you remember me saying that I'm extremely particular? I love the components. I love that they very much went there. A+. Now also, I love lip glosses. These, what is the thing for me with these? It's when I just apply them. So when I just apply these and I just am with my mouth closed and then I open my mouth, I can kind of see tiny threads. It's with just, it's gone after a minute or so. But it's just that. I'm like, likey. However, because it's gone after a minute or so, kind of when it sinks in a little bit more, then I really do like the formula. The colors are not really colors that I grab often. How do they feel on the lips? They feel nice and thin. So I do, as I said, like the formula, but I have to let it sit for a minute. Does that make sense? I like these as toppers on a lippy, for instance, very much. However, again, I don't want to speak the first minute or so, because it gives me, that's it. That is personal though. So if you have these and you have a different experience, let me know. Maybe it's just my lips that are like, we want to stick together like Butcherson in the Hocus Pocus movie. I don't know. But yeah, so that's it. It takes a minute for me to really like the lip glosses. Does that help? I don't know. Let's next go then to, let's go to this, because I can. And it is from Makeup Revolution and the Grinch. So this is from their advent calendar. And this is a setting spray. It's a nice setting spray. I can refill the component. I love the outer packaging. I love the theme. It does make my makeup look nice. The downside is it's pretty heavily scented, and if you don't like that, and it's not sold individually. So that's kind of why it's here actually. Let's next go then to another thing from the same collection, also from the advent calendar. I actually did a video with the Grinch collection. I had so much fun, honestly. It's an amazing product. So at the end of the day, if you see that advent calendar, all the products are very nice. The calendar is definitely worth it. It's right now personal preference. And the next thing I'm going to mention is also from the calendar. It's the lip combination. So basically you have a red lip gloss and you have a red lipstick. Look at the components though. The components are so cool. So why? And the formulas are actually very nice. So the lipstick, it's a darker red. It's a very nice formula, and it feels, I actually really enjoy Makeup Revolution's lipsticks. This is a color thing. I don't wear a red. It's not completely true though, because I do wear red, but I wear it maybe twice, 3 times a year. I don't know why I want to have a red lipstick in my collection. I don't know. You can layer them, which I actually did in the video. Maybe I think I actually like the gloss the best, because a red gloss, I do like to have that option in my collection. And it's a mini. So formula wise, I really enjoy these, and I definitely recommend. It's just a color thing for me. I just don't use a red often enough. It does make sense in the collection. A green would also have been awesome, But at the end of the day, it's Makeup Revolution. They don't really do stuff like that often. But yeah, I really do enjoy the formula. I think the formula is very, very nice. It's just a color thing. That is why they are here in the Twilight Zone. Okay, next I'm going to, it's a lot of color things here. Let's just say that. Let's next go to what I have here, which is, so next I'm going to go again to Colourpop, and this was actually PR. This is one of their brow pencils in the shade Ash Brown. Now formula wise, I really, really enjoy these. They are nice and thin, and I really love that. It's here though because of that combination. So I really enjoy the formula. It's a micro pencil, and I love micro pencils. But it's also a color thing. So here we go again. Do not take a shot every time I say I'm extremely particular. Maybe I need to have it on a t-shirt or on a coffee mug, or I don't know. It's a color thing. When I have it, and I actually put it in my brows a little bit here on the bottom. I can use it in my brows to kind of shade a little bit. But when I then combine it to my hair, it's just such a unique... I think it has to do with me being an olive, having the correct foundation on, and the brow product that works best for me, it's almost a black. It's not, it should be a charcoal gray, I think. And this is an ash brown. So it's a little bit too, when I swatch it, I'm like, it will work. And then when I put it in my brows, it's almost too red or something like that. But it kind of looks a little bit off, especially against my hair. So I think that if I were to get another one of these, I would go for the black. I think I would do that. So I like the formula. This particular color does not really work for me. So that combination is why it is here. Next thing that is here is something that I did not really expect to be here. I love the packaging, I love the colors. It's just that I kind of expected a little bit more. And it is from Sigma. It's from their Alice in Wonderland collection, and it is their Face Duo. So let's just, this is awesome. The packaging is A+. I love the colors that are in here. It's just that I was a little bit underwhelmed with the formula. It's not a bad formula, don't get me wrong. But I do have to say that so here I swatched, but it's very much built up. I don't know. I think that the highlighter is a little bit more powdery than I go for. Maybe it's also the color. So this on me can go, you can kind of see it happening on my hand a little bit. It can look a little bit off, maybe. I don't know. There's just something, I kind of like it best when they are blended over each other, but there's just something about the highlighter. While I think that the color is very, very pretty, I think that the formula maybe is a little bit too dry for what I enjoy. It's pretty, but it's kind of underwhelming. So that's why it's here. I expected, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. I expected a little bit more, what can I say? So I think that was it. Yeah, so the last thing that I have in this category is actually on the cusp. So it's on the border, smack in the middle between the AMAZEBALLS and the Twilight Zone. And that means that I really do enjoy this product more than I actually thought I would love it. There's a however, and that is the reason that it is kind of on the border. So, you know, that is it. And it is also from Makeup Revolution. It is also from their Beetlejuice collection. It is the pressed powder. So this is the component, which is very, very cool. And then the powder is white. And there's also an embossing that says Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Yes, that's it!
Now the fun fact, it is a white powder. It's truly a white powder. So when I tried it in the video, I was like, I don't know if this will work for me. It actually does. And I actually really, really enjoy this to set my face with. Not my under eyes though. And that is the reason that it is not in the next category. If I use a face powder, I just want it to be able to set everything. And it sets my under eyes. It just also makes them look crepey. That's a no-no for me. So I don't like this to use underneath my eyes, but I do like it to use on the rest of my face. And because this is a white powder, if my foundation is a hair too dark, I can kind of lighten it up with this one a little. So it's like kind of the opposite, right? So usually powders kind of oxidize your foundation a little bit darker. This one does not do that. It kind of helps blend it in a little bit more. I don't have it on today, but I really did enjoy this. And honestly, I did not think that I really would, but I do. So that was everything that I had in the Twilight Zone. Next I'm going to go to the AMAZEBALLS. And in the AMAZEBALLS are products that are very, very good products. I would recommend. They are favorites. I grab for them often. They're just not the favorites of the favorites. I love to be extra. What can I say? Let's go to the first thing that I have here today, which is also from Beetlejuice, and it is one of the lipsticks. This is in the shade Beetlejuice, and I'm actually wearing it right now. I really, really like this formula. It's kind of a satin formula. It dries down a little bit to, I don't know. When I just put it on, it's a little bit more glossy. It dries down a little bit more matte, but not extremely matte. And I think that the color is cute. I think that the color is cute, so that is why it's here. I also really like the component, but the reason that this is here, it's just a color thing. I really enjoy this color, and I really enjoy the formula. So highly, highly recommend. Okay, and they also had a red, but yeah, I don't wear reds often, so that's why I don't have that one. I have another thing from the Beetlejuice collection here, which is the Handbook for the Recently Deceased. Now, first off, I love that it is for me literally a handbook. It's tiny. It's cute because it's tiny, like me. I really, really love this. I love the aesthetic, hence why I bought it. But it's also a very, very nice formula. So here is the inside, which I also really, really enjoy. The shadow or the highlights that are in here are a very, very nice quality. So this is kind of the formula that I like. It's not as, maybe that is it. It's a thinner formula compared to the one from Sigma. I can blend it out better, and it just gives me a very, very nice sheen. I can use all three colors if I so choose. However, I don't go for a shimmer bronzer. It's just not my jam. I actually use this shade most. The embossing as well. I don't know if you can see that there are scullies on there. I really, really like this one. I think you can also combine all the colors if you want to. You can use them as shimmers on your eyelids. I really, really like this palette. And, you know, it's a handbook for the recently deceased. Bonus points. So the next thing that I'm going to mention is also from the Grinch Advent Calendar. And it's that highlighter from there. I also have the highlighter that they sold separately, but I haven't tried that one yet. So this is just so cute. It's a mini. I really enjoy that. And here is the color. This is a little bit more... Let's also swatch the recently deceased. So here is the difference between the two. So the recently deceased is here, which is a very more an icy one, and it stands out on my skin. This one, which is from the Grinch collection, it just works with my skin a little bit better, and that is because of the color, because it's a little bit warmer. And by that I mean there's a little bit more yellow in this one versus the, well, pink one of this. So this just matches with my skin a little bit better. I just love that it's a mini. I have a big collection. I have heaps of highlighters, but this is just too cute. And when I use it, I kind of try to go a little bit to the side, but I really enjoy using this one as well. So I think it's very, very pretty. Let's go next to another product from Unearthly Cosmetics. It's actually the Power of 3 Sponge Trio, and here is the box. This was sent to me in PR. This is a cardboard box, and in there are 3 sponges. So let me take out the sponges. Here they are. This is gross because I used it. This is just such an amazing sponge. Out of the 3 sponges, let me rank the sponges. I like this one the least, which is the green one. Why? It's too firm. It's firm! I like a soft sponge. I don't know. If I use this, I feel like I'm hitting myself in the face. So I don't really enjoy this sponge. It works though. It functions, it works. It's just, it's not my... I don't like to hit myself in the face. What can I say? So this one I don't really go for. However, the set retails for, I think, 16 bucks. Why does it give me euro? Well, it says 16 euro, so it's around that same price for the trio. And that is why the entire trio is here, because they are worth it to me, at least. So this sponge, this is the black one, which is kind of similar to the AOA sponges for me. I think this is one of their HD ones, and this is a softer one, and this one I really do enjoy. However, my favorite out of the bunch, it's this one. It's dirty, I know. Why? Because I used it. What I love about this the most is that, can you see that? Compared to this. So it's all fun and dandy that this sponge is round, but my face is not really, it is roundish, but I never really understood why these were the shape the way they are. This makes more sense for me. So this is still round, but it is not as curved. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? So also, if you have long nails, you can still hold it, because you can also hold it like this. So even if you have trouble gripping something, you can hold it like this. You can do that with a sponge too, but it's just, this just is made for that. You could use this part underneath your eyes, which I usually don't do, but you can. And I just love the softness of this. I love the fact that it just fits me way better. I hope that she's going to sell these individually too, because this is something that I have not seen before, and I love it. Everyone that I have seen of my friends that has tried this set are all raving about this sponge. I just love this one so much that this one should be in my You Have to Pry It Out of My Cold Dead Hands. Honestly, I just wanted to kind of review it as a complete thing. So this one, I will throw away when it's broken. Until then, I will keep on using it. So I kind of hope that that was helpful a little bit. Okay, next I am going to go to Colourpop again. Let's start with this. So let's start with this, which is one of their Super Shock bronzers. And this is in the shade I'll Bet. And I love this formula. I'm very much in my winter, almost in my winter color. It's going very rapidly. This works better. So it's kind of a lighter bronzer. When I got it, I was still kind of in my, not height of summer color, but still in my summer color. It did not really want to show up. Now it does show up, and I really do enjoy it. It's not a perfect color for me. I can make it work. It's not a perfect color, so that's why it's not higher. But I really do enjoy the formula. Right now I actually have the cream bronzer on from Glam Shop, which is in the shade Olive, and it just flows with my face very well. So I just actually hope that they will do an olive toned Super Shock bronzer once. That would be so awesome. But yeah, I really love their Super Shock formula of highlights, of blushes, and of bronzers as well. So I kind of hope that's helpful. The next thing that I have here is one of their powder blushes, and this is in the shade Bankroll. This formula is so nice. I really enjoyed this. The color is also very interesting. Right now I can almost use it as a hybrid, right? A blush bronzer hybrid if I want to. I can also use this in summer, and then maybe even as a bronzer or still a hybrid. I just think it's such a unique color. It's a little bit orangey, kind of orangey on me, so I think it's very cool. So, and I really enjoy the formula a lot. It's just a very unique color, and I don't have any color like that in my collection. Hence the fact that I picked it then. The last thing that I'm going to mention from Colourpop is from the Hocus Pocus collection, and it is the highlighter. The component, it's just so cool. I wish it was easier to open, but it is very cool. And here is then the color. And this is a green. It's a green. So it's a green. I also love how it smells. I just, this whole thing, the only thing that makes it here and not in the next category is because the component is a bitch to open. So but I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. And I think that the formula is very, very nice. So this product, I was kind of like, where do I put it? Do I put it here? Do I put it in the next category? So I think it's going to be a little bit on the cusp. So it is a very, very nice product. I use it right now almost every day if I do my makeup. But it is not my absolute favorite or something. So it's from House Labs and it is their setting powder. Now I have the shade, what is it, translucent, and I really do enjoy it. It's also pretty expensive powder. So while I really do enjoy this powder a lot and I have used it so often, it's not my absolute setting powder. It's one of them. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I do feel like, and I have not reviewed this separately, I feel it works well with the foundation that I also have. It works well with all the foundations that I have actually. It makes my face look natural. Not necessarily glowing, but a little bit more natural. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. What I do feel though is that sometimes, especially if it's a little bit warmer, it may be that I want a powder that's a little bit more mattifying or has more mattifying properties in it than this one does. So I think that is it. So right now we are going to go into winter. It's pretty, well, the heating is on, so my face tends to dry out a little bit more. Then I really do enjoy this because it doesn't feel that it dries out my face. When I just got it, it was a little bit warmer. Then I need more of this powder, and honestly then I kind of tend to grab for other ones that I have in my collection. So that's why it's here. So it is a very nice powder that I very much enjoy using. It's just not something that is extremely all round for me. And I'm still looking for that one. So, you know, but I really do enjoy it. So I kind of hope that what I mentioned was helpful. I hope so. Let's go next to an eye primer. And this eye primer, it's... Honestly, I think it's here because of price. Why? Because I can very much see myself repurchasing this. This is an eye primer that, as far as I know, is only available in Europe. It's actually from Essence. Let me just show you. It's the Prime Like a Boss eye primer. It's new. This is in a tube. So I do wish that there was a doe foot applicator in this. There is not. But I wish it was. This formula is, there's no base shade. So let me put a little bit on the back of my hand. So can you see the wormy dealy? It's basically a white translucent. When I spread it out and I feel it, the first thing that I feel is spreadability. And then also blendability. However, when you kind of let it set a little bit, there also forms a slight tack. And it doesn't have a base shade, which for me being an olive is very nice, because with the exception actually of the Too Faced one, which also does not really have a base shade for me, every eye primer that has a base shade warps. It's either too warm, which makes it pull more yellow or orange, or it's too cool, which makes it pull kind of pink, sometimes grey, and this one doesn't do that. So it basically gives me everything that I want. It gives me the grip that I'm looking for, but it also gives me the blendability that I'm looking for without warping the colors of my eyeshadow base because of the undertone of my eye base. Yes, I always put foundation on my lids anyway. It just works very well. Also the fact that it is from Essence and it's cheap as chips. I got it at, I think I bought it at Boozy Shop. Yeah, if you can get Essence in Europe, you will be able to get this. Now, I do have to say, if I have an eyeshadow that does need a little bit more grip, or it's a formula that is extremely buildable, so not as much pigment as I would have liked, so I need to build and build, then I grab a different primer, because then the stick that this one has is just not enough. I actually grab one from Catrice that stays sticky for eons. But for the regular eyeshadow palettes, from also Makeup Revolution that I use this with, from Colourpop that I use this with, from indie brands I use this with Nomad, I use this with the Sigma one, I used it with Unearthly, I use it with so many brands and it all works very well. It is though, if you want more stick than this one, go to, well, another primer. But I really, really enjoy this. And I hope what I told you kind of helps. Let's go next then to the House Labs foundation that I have on right now. I really, really enjoy this. And I have this in the shade 190 Light Cool. If you see the shades, if you see the shade wheel, it's weird. I'm going to link a video down below from my friend Colin. He explained so well how it works with the shade ranges and the color wheel with skin tones. I'm not going to try. Watch his video. Just, yes, he explains it so well. But this is described as kind of a light cool olive golden, olivey golden, something like that. And I was like, well, that's never going to work. Well, it actually is working. The only thing I want to bitch about is that I have to lighten it up. This is the coolest olive golden that they have. I actually need a shade lighter. So this is, I don't want to say my summer color, but almost. So I can use this for a very long period of time. Right now I have it on my face. I did use a whitening mixer that I'm trying out from Makeup Revolution. So far I really enjoyed it. Doesn't mess up the foundation, but I need to lighten this up, and I love it so much that I was looking for a lighter one, but they don't have it, unfortunately. I hope that they will expand it because the shade range is dark. So this being a light, I am a light. This is darker. This is more towards the medium of the light. So light medium, but then more towards the medium. But the finish is so stunning. My face is normal to dehydrated. Kind of like that. It's honestly one of the favorite foundations that I have in my collection. Ever since I got this, I have worn this. It just feels so extremely nice. And it looks, for me at least, very pretty. And today I don't have any primer underneath. I just have skincare on. I forgot, it was the first Monday of the month, 12 o'clock. This is normal. They are always testing the air horn sirens or the alarm sirens basically. So it's very normal here, but I keep forgetting every month. Anyway, let's go to the last thing that I have, which is from Colourpop. And yeah, let's just go with these. So these are the ears. So you see my hair now, right? But when I got these, my hair was longer and they actually fit. But I can also kind of spruce up Miss Muffet. These ears are just so cute. What can I say? They are just too cute. They're very soft. And I feel like everyone needs to have a pair of fake cat ears in their life. You can also put them on your shoulders or something. Backpack. On a hairband, you know, just sew them. They're just too cute. What can I say? What can I say? I almost wish there was also a tail. There is not. Then the last thing that I'm going to mention for today's video is actually, it's something that surprised me, because when I bought, it's also from the Hocus Pocus collection, so you probably know what it is. But when I bought the entire collection, I was not going to buy the entire collection. But on my phone it was just quicker and I did not want to miss out. So these are actually the Jelly Much shadows. And when I got these in, I was like, yeah, I know that I won't use them. I won't, because it's just not something that I enjoy using. Boy, was I mistaken. I really enjoy using these actually. So here are the colors. I use this one the most with the kitty cat. I love to use that in my inner corner. These are with glitter, so they have glitter incorporated in them, different types of glitter, but they just stay on so well. So I put them on. Once they set, they're not going anywhere. It has happened that kind of one of those glitter specks fell and dried on my cheeks, and it was there 3 days later. Yes, I did wash my face, but it just stayed there. I have heard other people say that they dry out quickly, so they do have kind of one of the caps, right? I know that Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun has a video on how to revive these, so maybe that is helpful. But this makes me want to get more of these. Honestly, I have used them all. This is my favorite, but I have used them all. And they're just so easy, especially this one, just so easy. I've had these on walking in the rain, and the matte shadow kind of faded away a little bit because of that, but these stayed put. So I can highly recommend these. I love them. And then also the whole aesthetic, they are just so fun to use. Honestly, the whole collection is just amazing. And that was it for today's video. I'm glad I did not incorporate eyeshadow palettes, because the video would have been 5 hours long. See, I warned you. Now, if you're still here, leave me. Shall we do a bat? Let's do a bat or something green. For still the spookiness, and because I don't know, I am spooky and green. Let's just do that. If you're also still here, just hit the subscribe button before you go, because you are one of mine. One of us.
You are one of us.
Yes, if you haven't run away screaming yet, if you still haven't touched that subscription button, if it's still red and you're still here, just face it. Just face it. Just face it. You're one of mine and we are awesome. Yes. And with that, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I am going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.